Good morning, Card Community. It's RJ. It is time for the Sunday Trivia Recap. Hooray! Um, so last week was all about stadiums. Three of the biggest, most storied franchises in all of baseball: the Yankees, the Cubs, and the Red Sox. And the question was given on each day prior to their current stadium. Where did they play? Now, obviously, for Yankee Stadium, I was looking for what was where did they play before the 1923 version of the Yankee Stadium, because they just did rebuild a new Yankee Stadium back in, like, I don't know, right around 2004 or something. I can't remember the exact year right now, but so I was not looking for, oh, they played in Yankee Stadium before Yankee Stadium. No, 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 no. That was Monday's question, was the Yankees. Where did they play before Yankee Stadium? And the answer, I was looking for one, but was going to take the other two because, in truth, um, prior to moving into Yankee Stadium and having built Yankee Stadium, they shared the field with the Giants and they played at the Polo Grounds. Prior to the Polo Grounds, they were playing in a field called Hilltop Park. From their inception back in 1902 through 1913, they played in a place called Hilltop Park. And because of that, they were actually nicknamed the Highlanders at the time. They were not nicknamed the Yankees. They didn't pick up the nickname of Yankees until they moved into the Polo Grounds and shared that with the Giants. And then, so what I have is I have a book here, historical ballparks, and I got each page tabbed for the answers today. Here's a couple pictures of the Polo Grounds. Polo Grounds was actually a stadium up until the Mets were formed. The Mets first used Polo Grounds until Shea Stadium was built. So there's a couple pictures of action at the Polo Grounds. You can see lots of pictures online. So for those people who answered correctly, you'll see them up on the screen there. Had a good group of people sending in answers. The prize is this 2000 Bowman card of John Smoltz. This is just the base version. It's got a rainbow foil look to it, but it's just the way the cards were that year in 2000 in Bowman. So this is a 2000 Bowman John Smoltz card. That is the card up for grabs. For those people who answered correctly, I will shuffle once and spin. You got to hit 3 times on my giveaway. So good luck to everybody, and let's go. Hope you all had a great week. It was a beautiful week up here in southeastern Pennsylvania. I got back and had been not doing a lot of baseball stuff recently. Work was becoming overwhelming, but I was able to get back into some of the collecting things I routinely do, specifically trading on the tradingcarddatabase.com. So I was able to get a lot of trades out the door and a lot of trades back. So I'm picking up some cool stuff I'll show off this coming week. Also was able to find, and I want to share this with everybody out there in the card community. Came across a guy on Facebook Marketplace who lives quite close to me, actually, who's an older gentleman who's literally selling off his entire collection. Everything is for sale, according to him. Now, what does he have that he has collected? Well, in truth, his main focus was autographs. And he did not limit himself to any one thing. This guy has a house full of autographs of every genre. He has film and television. He has music, all eras of music. He has every sport imaginable. And he's got all kinds of collectibles associated with these things. So this guy, he's local to where I am, so Anybody who lives in the area of, or anybody who thinks to themselves that driving to the Allentown area of Pennsylvania is not too far to check out a collection and possibly purchase something, shoot me an email because I would love to hook you up with this guy and let you make arrangements to come over and tour his house. He actually has a lot of people, he says. Check him, sorry. No, we got a lot of people with 2, but nobody with 3 just yet. So this is going to be a long one. Anyway, this guy says he has a lot of people contacting him all the time, and he's slowly divesting himself of all of his things. I think this might be Tommy's 3rd one, is it? Nope. That's another 2nd one for Tommy. Still a lot of 2s. He's slowly getting rid of all his stuff, and he's selling it all. And he's not asking crazy prices. Goody G, that's 3 for Goody G. Okay, so there's a 3rd one. All right, so finally we got a 3rd one there. So Goody G, I'm going to send to you this awesome John Smoltz Hall of Famer 2000 Bowman card. All right, congrats to Goody G. Had a lot of people chime in on the next one. I think it's because I had a really cool prize to give away. Goody G is out, cannot win but once a week. So there were a couple more people who chimed in on this one. See your name on the list there. Started with Yankee Stadium, then went to an older franchise or older stadium, went back to the Cubs in Wrigley Field, which is still active. I said, okay, Wrigley Field, prior to Wrigley Field, where did the Cubs play? Now, it was interesting. I had a couple people say, well, before Wrigley Field, they played in Wegman Field. Excuse me for being blunt. That is a ridiculous answer because Wegman Field is Wrigley Field. Wegman Field was built for the 1914 and 1915 Chicago Whales of the Federal League. And the owner of the new owner of this outcast league, the Chicago franchise, built a stadium specifically for his team, the Whales. And he gave it the name of him. He was some guy named Wegman, and he christened it his stadium. Now the Federal League only lasted 2 years, and then they disappeared. So that stadium sat vacant for a while. Well, the Chicago Cubs, having played at a much older stadium, it's kind of funny to hear that Wrigley Field was a newer stadium at one time, but it was. They left their stadium and took up occupancy in Wegman Field. It was still called Wegman Field, but eventually they changed it around about 1916 to Wrigley Field because obviously Philip Wrigley, the chewing gum guy, owned the Cubs at the time, so it became Wrigley Field. Prior to Wrigley Field, they played at what was known as the West End Grounds. And if you think of the legendary Chicago Cubs teams, in the early part of the era, the 1900s into about the mid of the 19-teens, the Chicago Cubs were really good. They won 3 pennants, 2 World Series. Actually, they won 4 pennants and 2 World Series. They played at the West End Grounds, not at Wrigley Field, until Wrigley Field became available once the Whales left. So the prize for getting that one right will be a Ke'Bryan Hayes 2020, I think it was a 2020 or 2019, a 2020, a 2020 Bowman Chrome Mojo Refractor card. So this is, I think Ke'Bryan Hayes, his rookie cards were last year, so this is technically a pre-rookie card. There you go. And this is quite the card, I thought. I'm not sure if he's doing any better this year. I haven't heard anything about Ke'Bryan Hayes. But that's the card for getting this one right. And these are the individuals who threw out an answer. And we will shuffle once and spin. Good luck to everybody. So like I was saying, I would love to put you in touch with this guy. He's on Facebook Marketplace, and I can connect you with him, give you the information if you're interested. He's looking to sell. He's not trading. He has autographed photos of all kinds of celebrities, movie stars and celebrities. He has autographed guitar picks, pick guards, excuse me, the pick guards. He said he bought pick guards, and then he would get it autographed, and then he would take the pick guard, find a inexpensive guitar that was the style of the artist, and then he would apply that pick guard to that guitar. So he's got up in his living room, he had like, I don't know, about a dozen guitar autographed, so to speak, but it was just the pick guard, really. He had album covers. He had every sport. He had boxing gloves signed by all the greats. Obviously, a lot of baseballs, hockey. He had a lot of hockey stuff. He had football. He had jerseys out the wazoo. He had books, if you like books of any stripe. Tommy Markwell, 3 in a row. Boom, boom, boom. Look out. Wow. I mean, I understand that happens once in a while, and it's not like I don't want to say that makes me upset, but I enjoy the intrigue more than somebody getting 3 in a row, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So, Tommy, congrats on that. You get the Ke'Bryan Hayes Mojo Refractor. Okay, and moving on to Friday. So, what do we say? Goody G got, all right, I remember, yeah, Goody G got Monday. Tommy Markwell gets Friday, so Goody G is out. Tommy is out. We are on to Friday. Friday was the oldest franchise stadium still being used, which was Fenway Park. And the Red Sox are still playing in Fenway, but where did they play before Fenway? And the answer is a ball field called the Huntington Avenue Grounds. Let me show you them. Right here, there's a picture of the Huntington Avenue Grounds. This is where they played. This was the location of the first World Series. Pittsburgh versus Boston, and the Red Sox won. They were called the Pilgrims at the time. So I always use that term, they were called. If you understand the history of baseball, for the longest time, baseball teams were just called the Pittsburgh National League team or the Philadelphia National League team. They were just known by their city. The National Leagues, the Nationals of Philadelphia, the Nationals of, Cincinnati. They were just known by their stadium. It was understood that this was the Philadelphia team. So really, they represented their city. This was the Philadelphia franchise. The teams themselves did not call themselves any nicknames. They didn't have Cubs, Tigers, whatever. There was just the city was on the jerseys or a letter. It was the sports writers who took to giving them nicknames, or the fans. And the nicknames often changed. It wasn't until the early days of, the early 1900s, middle of the teens, that they started to refer to themselves by the names that had been assigned to them, and would sometimes put the names on their jerseys and in their paraphernalia, their stuff. But before that, you really didn't have teams being called by names. So I only say that because, when I say that Boston was known as the Pilgrims, well, they were the Boston Americans. It's just that the sporting press and the people of Boston were calling them the Pilgrims at that time. So anyway, on to Friday. The Huntington Avenue Grounds was the answer. The individuals up there were able to give me that correct answer. And the prize, it's really cool, 2018 Bowman Chrome Rookie of the Year Favorites card of Ozzie Albies. So nice little insert of Ozzie Albies, 2018 rookie card, so to speak. These are the individuals who got that correct. I'm going to shuffle once, and we will spin and see who gets it 3 times. All right, good luck to everybody again. So this guy I'm talking about, he has autographed everything all over his walls. And I went there the other day. I picked up things that fit my collecting realm. I don't collect autographs. Not that I don't have a whole bunch of Mike Schmidt autographs. I do. And I started collecting. I started a collection of one card of every Hall of Famer, which that's I'm never going to get Babe Ruth or Ty Cobb or some of the Hall of Famers are impossible to get. But I'm gonna just try, and I'm trying to get an actual baseball card, an issued card, not like a card that people do TTM. I don't mind people who do TTM. It's a fascinating thing. I got a couple of my own, but the cards I want in my collection, I want them to be almost authenticated, so to speak, with the hey, congratulations, you got this card from the pack, congrats. That's the kind of cards I'm collecting, autograph stuff. So random autographs like this guy have no interest to me, but he had a lot of other collectibles, um, you know, programs, books, pictures, posters, cards, sets of every kind. The guy even had an old stack of Playboys. I mean, he had a collection of everything, and he had some really cool things. Some older, what do I want to say? Some older card sets, back from like the 30s and 40s, little unknown. Look at this again, another three in a row. Adam, a three in a row. So congrats to Adam over at Adam's Card Closet. I know he appreciates the Ozzy Albies, quality player from Atlanta. So that's everybody. Again, if you're interested in getting contact information for that individual who's selling things, he does. I asked him. He took pictures and sent it to me. And again, the guy has every sport, film and television, entertainment things, political figure. I guy's got everything, music, entertainment. Oh, and if you're interested in autographs, he's the guy. He's the guy to reach out to and ask what he has. Plus, he's got a ton of other sports memorabilia, signed jerseys, pucks, footballs, baseballs, you name it. He's got basketball, golf, tennis. The guy had everything. I couldn't believe it. And he was selling it all. So if you're interested in what he has to offer, reach out to me and I'll make sure you get his contact information. He's on Facebook. He's selling most of his stuff, he said, through Facebook Marketplace. So if you want to, I will hook you up. All right, so appreciate everybody stopping by today to check out the Sunday Trivia Recap. I hope you enjoyed that. Got another week coming up. It's getting close to my vacation, so I will be pre-recording several videos way in advance because I don't mess. I'm not on YouTube. I'm not making content while I'm on vacation. I might check out some stuff, but I'm not producing, so I'm going to be producing a lot of pre-recorded stuff in the near future. So I will speak to you again this week, I hope. Please check back. Thanks for watching. Please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz as I do the same. Thanks for all your support. Take care.